today we're doing a game I introduced Oreo to called Death and Taxes. This is a game with a surprising amount of death and a surprising lack of taxes, to be perfectly honest. It's an indie game I got out of the Itch.io Racial Equality Bundle, and it's really good. You can see that I've got a New Game Plus because I've been playing it, but I'm gonna go ahead and start a fresh file for this. Yes, I know, it's okay. So I'll explain in a second what the title means. First, this kind of puzzled Oreo, you have to actually kind of click and drag to make, or progress. So he's out of lemons, so he needs more. He goes to the market to get lemons. Then he pokes him on the shoulder. Then on the head, which makes him enraged. So don't blame him for it. I'd be enraged if somebody tapped me on the head too. And with the lemons, he somehow makes us, the Grim Reaper. You get a few different heads to start with. Our head and our clothing can be later further customized by buying pieces. I'm gonna go with this for now. Yes! So let me know if the volume is too low. I tested it and it sounded fine, but Fate talking is the test.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken. What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... hang on. Spawn number... 7?
That's good. Because I really like Fate's voice.
I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order.
Can I be Fate? Hello, a pleasure to meet you, Fate.
Oh, a polite Grim Reaper for a change. This is a good start. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region. I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff.
I mean, we are called the Grim Reaper, so I guess it is pretty standard.
As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear?
Will I get paid for this?
Most certainly. The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy.
Cool.
Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all. Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total even if the primary task is executed correctly. Remember, the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying. They always teeter on the precipice, creating endless chaos.
Y'all are just speciesist. That's totally a lovely cat.
We keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
Alright, where do I work?
I will show you your workplace right away. Follow me. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed. 1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
I really like Fate's voice. So, this is actually a streamer thing. Check this for Cosmopolis hosting the basketball season final match. Tune in or cheer from the arena for the home crowd. Yeah, this is a streamer thing that I set up because I thought it might be kind of fun. So, Death and Taxes. How this works is that you have profiles that come in through the Deus Fax Machina, rather. And you have to pick a certain number to live and a certain number to die. You can see that you have little remarks down here. Use this marker to mark each one, and this is the instructions from Fate telling you what you need to do. So in this case, only one human has to die, so let's look at our options here. I'll set Von Baraday, who is a student of sociology, becoming the highest scoring power forward in local basketball history, and helps out the community. The other option is Kamala Altamont, who's a robotics engineer, and are pretty standard. So let's go ahead and test this. So for Baraday, die or spare? What do you think? You enter exclamation point die or exclamation point spare, I believe, to vote. There should be a bot that got put in the chat according to what the streamer thing said. Of course, I haven't actually used this yet, so I don't know for sure. Oh, good! It does work. Tied. Then Oreo came in with die, so... I'll set Von Baraday. You must die. Oh yeah, the choice, it will tell you that the choice is final because you actually can't change it except for something a little later. The Baraday has died, which means since we only need one human to die, we have to let Kamala live. We really gotta listen to Fate, after all. We'll confirm our choices. So here's the thing about the game. The game has 4 core endings that you get depending on what you do, and 8 secondary endings that you get kinda at random. And I'll go into the secondary endings a little later. You can see this is basically the whole area we have to work in. You can only go into places that are colored in. Your vote was too late, so it wasn't taken.
The new Death Spawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
Okay, I guess.
Good, good. I understand it may take time to get acclimated. Everyone goes through that phase. Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
The best? There are only 2 options.
Indeed. I am glad you are paying attention. In the future, I may require you to make more difficult choices. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of Cosmos. Questions?
No, I guess I'm ready for anything.
Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
And since I actually asked about the pay, I get the pay. If you don't ask about it, you don't get it. You wait for a couple days later and then he gives you the whole back pay. This is Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. This is where you buy stuff.
What ho, customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. As ye may guess, I am Mortimer. The Mortimer. The one you may have heard of. The famous, nay, infamous Quartermaster.
Oh yeah, I meant to say it, and I guess I completely forgot. Oreo did a run of the first hour of this, but we're going all the way.
Why, I was the very pirate king of lore, feared across the world. Even as I have grown most humble with age, I still carry within me glory days. I, the Emporium brims with plunder, I plundered myself. Browse at your will.
So every day, Mortimer will have 3 different things that we can buy. This is a piece of clothing, which allows you to change your head. Specifically, this lets you change your skull head into something more festive. It's still a skull head, though, so I don't really want it. This is a radio. It's a widget, which means it goes on your desk. This actually lets you change the music when you're marking profiles. And this is a cactus, and it doesn't do anything. It still goes on your desk, but it doesn't do anything. There's nothing I want from him just yet, because there's one specific thing I always want to get first. That's up to you, Oreo. If you want to see it solely for yourself, then yeah, probably a good idea. But if you want to see me stream it, then it's up to you. So every day when you get up, you have to go straight to the Grim office. There's nothing else you can do except shop. Also, your money makes noises at you. So I like to just kind of stick it in my desk and make it shut up. Let's see. Promising young athlete dead in a bus and car collision after latest match. Doctors find unknown enzyme composites in the body of a dead athlete. Active samples could have led to new medical territories. Whoops. Intense debates ensue as freelance engineer unveils custom-designed combat robots with extensive weapon attachments. Alright. Yeah, it probably is the best to drop out then if you don't want spoilers. Today, first of all, let's see what Fate wants us to do. I forgot to read the other day, but I hope you find your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day, follow them and you will be okay. I am handing you another simple task. One human with an engineering or industrial background has to die, right? We have industrial chemist, choir singer, stonecutter. So the choir singer, we know has to survive, so unfortunately no votes on her. We can only kill one person today. Let's see. He's a professor singer who joins a church, the local town. Early to have better access to the church wine cellar. One thing I like to do is that I like to put the finished profiles in here because it gets them out of the way. There are 2 options. We have Gerhard Fagerjord, who is a stonecutter, and he cuts stones, and that's literally it. We also have Verity Hawthorne, who is an industrial chemist. She's been trying to find a reverse for the aging process. She thinks it's in chemicals. Let's start with Verity. Verity, is she gonna live or die? Make your votes now. I won't do this for every single one because there's a lot of profiles a little later on. Wow, y'all are vicious. But I figure while we still have only a couple of profiles, it's fine to do it. That was 1 human. Good to go. Now we go up and talk to Fate. You'll always talk to him after you finish your day.
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
Meh.
You do not seem to be enjoying yourself. No matter. It will pick up. So, did you follow the rules properly?
Pretty sure I did.
Great. Yes, everything looks to be in order. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
I get a vacation 2 days into the work week. I'm not totally sure I know what I'm doing.
I think you do. Stop doubting yourself. You have it in you to be a great Grim Reaper.
Aw, our boss likes us.
Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
Also, that kitty has big old paws. I just noticed that. Purry kitty. Alright, let's see what Mortimer's got for sale.
Jolly Roger! Again ye honor me tiny abode with your visit.
We've got the lamp, and this is actually something that is very, very important, but it will not be important until your second playthrough. So it's not too huge to get it now. We've got the radio or Plague Doctor mask, and this is another one of the headpieces that you can put on. Nothing here yet. So let's go to sleep. Somehow from the elevator this high up. Today! More money to shove into our, drawer. Chemist uses experimental anti-aging drug on themselves, growing younger until they finally cease to exist. Government to seek the ban of dangerous de-aging research. That's good. I think that's a good, good end for this. New day dawns. A new day dawns. You ought to know the drill by now, but just in case, here's another simple one. No special requests today. Try to follow the rules and choose the appropriate profiles. Send them to me by fax. And we just need 2 of the 4 to die. I'll go ahead and do 2 votes today, and then I'll start picking myself. So we have a field worker, Ingold Vala, who works on a farm, I guess. Lee Young, who is a housekeeper. That's a little illegal sounding. Leo Boyarskij, I don't even know how to pronounce that, who is a politician. And a corrupt politician, from what we seem to know. Lumba Hunter, who is a war veteran working as an airplane pilot. And married and has 5 children. And Dane Real McCoy, podcaster, comedian, sad person. I think this is one of the developers, actually. Dane is basically a default human with few to none bells or whistle paths. Yeah, this is one of the developers. I'm pretty sure. That's kind of cool. Alright, I think I already have an idea. But vote for the politician now. Does he die or does he live? This is a really neat little thing. Overwhelmingly, he dies. Next, Ingold Vala, the random field worker. Does he die or does he live? He lives! Random Lee Young Lady Housekeeper. Wheel of Fate turn. What's it gonna land on for her? I could change the spare option to be live. I can do that pretty easily, actually. And she has been sentenced to death. And since that is our quota, the other 2 get to live. Off you go now. And back up to Fate to get our payment for today.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
Hungry all the time. How's that even possible?
Probably some of the psychic residue left over from the creation. Making a death is not simplistic alchemy.
Yeah, we should.
Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles.
Hooray, pay!
There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Time to see if we can spend our money yet. By which I mean if Mortimer has anything for us.
Prepare for a perilous adventure on the ocean of quality merchandising.
Oh wow, this is actually kind of unfair. So every single one of these items is one of the items I was looking for. First, this is really important that you pick this up, because this is the only way you can customize your character, and you absolutely have to have it first. Second, this is important for something I will address later, but you want to pick this up as soon as possible. And this is just another of the customization items, but one that I wanted, and actually it looks like I can afford all three. Let's pick up the looking glass first.
Oh, 'tis wondrous marvel. Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse. Plundered the lot of it, even the mirrors. Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered it in all gold, too, course.
Of course.
Aye, a proper beauty.
Let's pick up the gerbil, which is a toy gerbil made out of rubber. I don't know why it says regular size, because this looks way bigger than gerbils actually are. Is that just me?
Core blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself. A lifeless, adorable thing. Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it.
You found a rubber gerbil on the banks of the river Styx. Okay. Enpu, god of the dead, mummification, embalming, the afterlife, cemeteries, and tombs, the protector of the underworld. This hound really gets around and grants you a stunningly canine visage.
Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the World Eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Also, Mortimer, do you really just live in a tent? They couldn't give you, like, an actual room? Or a bed? Apparently he did! Let's take a look at this. So as he said, that makes you a jackal. There's actually quite a few of the jackal options. I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 per. I'm just gonna go with the gray one because we're Grim. We're supposed to look really intimidating, you know? And it actually changes here in the overworld as well. Does the same thing with your clothes. I think I already talked to Fate, didn't I? Yeah. Bedtime. And time to work today. And since we're getting a lot of profiles, I'm gonna go ahead and retire the book for now. Not while it lasted, but takes a bit too long. All survived in a plane crash due to skillful efforts of the pilot. Local... Oh, that was good that we spared him then. Local politician dead after being struck by a car. Police have not yet ruled out a deliberate hit. Bad Film Podcast voted #1 comedy podcast at this year's Cosmo Arts Convention. Peanut allergy claims another life. Investigators suspicious of foul play. A ghastly smell leads to investigators to find an odd small dead person in mansion attic. Black holes set to end all life? Probably not. So here's Boo. We're just gonna stick him over here for now. He's cute though. Alright. Grim, have you looked outside today? It rains. It has been raining for hours. Appropriate to accompany the despondence within me. Well, here are some rules for you. Alright. So 3 of these people have to die. Let's see who we've got. Eric O'Brien, optometrist. Eric loves gazing. Oh, okay. Alright. Either that or we somehow killed them both. Matthias William, student. I think I should probably, let him live. Considering maybe he'll stop a black hole, who knows. Bogan Solanas, a prosecutor. Oh dang it, Fate! Did you have to? I was definitely gonna mark her to die, but Fate's making me mark her to live. Even though she's a racist. A racist Edward. Edward? Edgeworth, matter of fact. Die. Well. And that leaves these 3 guys to die. Sorry, guys. Unemployed copywriter. Peyton is a trained writer, but has always struggled to find work. When they are trying to find a job... Oh, okay, you know what? I'm glad I can kill you. Student. Excavator for the 3rd time. Deep debt. After fish. Also, one thing I told Oreo, you can actually just draw all over the page if you really want to. All over the page. Well, 3 humans dead, just like fate demanded. Up we go!
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick.
Hi, kitty.
All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. You even adhered to my little test note. I commend you for exhibiting vigilance. I am beginning to sense a tinge of pride growing within me. I did not expect you to turn out such a good and dedicated Reaper. If you keep this up, you will get far. You may be even promoted to a middle management position. Imagine the possibilities.
We might be middle management, guys! Kitty!
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
True. I probably got claws under these, this fantabulous suit, so... What you got today, Morty?
How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today?
So this is a calendar. I'm not really sure what the calendar is for. Supposedly it helps you actually keep track of how long you have left before the game ends, but I can't figure it out entirely. I just mark one day off each time and I've just never looked at it that much. But it's not necessary. This is actually like the lamp, something that is very, very necessary, but not until you get to your 2nd playthrough. And then I already talked about this. This is just another of the clothing pieces. I don't think we can afford today. Back to work. And he goes back in the desk because I don't want it howling at me. Vast advances being made in research of reusable fuel cells. Researchers credit young talent involved in special projects. Longtime prosecutor Mrs. Solanas throws her hat into the mayoral election race. Oh god, we really should have killed her. Corruption in the courts? Another victory for the vicious Queen of Terror leads some to suspect foul play. Cozy Bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out! Morning, Grim. Good, you are paying attention after all. We cannot allow workers to doze off or become complacent, else mistakes may sneak into the workflow pipeline. Order for the day. 2 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a science background. Okay. We have retired researcher, which I'm not sure if that's science or not. Geographer, which definitely is. I think. Yeah. We have money launderer, diplomat, and mathematician? I think that's science. I'm just gonna... Is math considered science, or is it its own thing? Because science uses a lot of math. I probably shouldn't have spared her because tax fraud, but I mean, fate demands it. Gotta listen to the boss man. So we have these four, and two of them gotta die. Let's see. Slow you down a bit more. So she's a snob. But she has dogs, so that's a mark in her favor. Yeah, you know what? You gotta die for that, just straight up. She wants to die, apparently. Or they, sorry. The developers actually specifically said they didn't want genders to be assumed for any of the people on the papers. That's why they're referred to as they. This guy's actually pretty cool, so you can go ahead and live. So one more's gotta die. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the book. So let's see. The city go on. Does she live or does she die? Make your choice. Answer is die. We actually had a slight break this time. I mean, she gets to live. Fate will still be happy with us because we're good little Grimms. Oh, hello. This is actually why you want to buy the mirror as soon as possible, because this does not appear if you don't have a mirror.
Knock knock. Hello. Kind of you to finally answer.
So their voice is really, really faint. That's the game.
We are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo. We are nothing. A despicable failure. We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray. If only you learn to listen. We are deaf. How does it feel?
Apparently there's a person named Chimera living in our mirror.
You know, dying. You do remember, right? We see you, Reader. It's a grim world out there.
Okie dokie. Fate, my mirror's talking to me. That's not a good thing, right?
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first. Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order. Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices?
Ah, this is the Bakura option, I see.
Is it, though? I can almost imagine what a normal, basic, dreadful, everyday job would feel like. But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
I don't know about that.
Ah, the question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen what the tradition has wrought.
I should actually address that, and I will, once Fate's done talking.
This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you make?
I guess I can't worry too much. We gotta do it, right?
It gladdens me to hear you do not bother yourself with unnecessary concerns. The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing. Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
Sure. Why hadn't I seen any underage profiles?
The children. They are a special case, for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself.
Are there many of them?
Countless.
And all of them have Reapers?
Myriad.
Really?
Close enough. Anything else?
Okay, what about animals? How do they work?
Absolutely. All living beings have to be processed after the end. No escape.
Fair enough.
Even plants. Yes, there is a department for plants. Do not ask about the plant department.
Okay.
Anything else?
Hey, do we do stuff for unliving things?
Technically, kind of, I guess. Ruins are like a type of dead. But then again, they often feel so alive.
That doesn't answer my question, Fate.
I must ponder. This topic is a bit too abstract for now. Let us table it.
Huh, I made him think.
Anything else?
Alright, what's the basis for the profiles?
Oh, not at all.
They can't actually affect anything?
Yep, not a thing.
Okay, so is it predetermined?
Humans have some free will, sure. They can make a variety of choices. Yet what matters is that they cannot escape the inevitable. The life-threatening situations that bring them onto your desk are a result of their own deeds and decisions. Then there are some highly complex calculations, factors and aspects that influence the situation. But that is just a bit over your pay grade, so do not worry about it.
I think I'm more confused than when I ask him the question.
Anything else?
Alright, what do the profiles refer to the people as they?
An astute observation. You see, Grim, our office does not operate on information about biological backgrounds or genetic composition.
So no gender information.
Minimal.
Okay.
Everyone you assess is simply human, after all, excluding any monumental error in normal procedure.
Pretty good way of doing things.
The bottom line is that the humans end up on your desk and that you must follow the rules. Anything else?
That's all I can think of.
Right. It has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so it's actually very, very uninteresting if you defy fate to that point. If you spare everyone or kill everyone, he just scolds you for doing it. If you do it 3 times in a row...
Have ye seen such deals before? 'Tis ye who plunders me.
If you do it 3 times in a row, you just get kicked back to the title screen. You don't even get like a game over screen. He just tells you you're fired and then you go back to the title screen. It's really uninteresting. So this is actually the only way that you can change what mark you've made, but the eraser is one use, so you have to buy it every time you want to use it. And this is actually my favorite of the clothing pieces. It's a pretty standard Grim Reaper cloak, but sadly we cannot afford it. We can't afford the radio though, so I'm gonna buy the radio.
Shiver me timbers. 'Tis a tale most sordid. I dare not even recall the details, but since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it. Some might even call it music.
How is it a sordid tale exactly? Alright. Just go to bed, I guess. Back to work. So when you have this, look it, and the music changes. You got 3 different tracks and then silence. I prefer this one myself. Research shows a slim chance of survival for a small number of the... Huh? Weird. New highly conductive and strong material named Damium found to be highly toxic. Hundreds of industrial companies frantically purging their factories. Welcome to the end of the road. Be at peace. Tensions cooling as diplomacy brings warring parties to a negotiation table. Our small-town prodigy moves to the city. We say, reach for the stars. Scientists are very close to figuring out how to counter a dangerous pathogen. Interesting. Something's going on in the human world. Oh dear. We seem to be on the precipice of dark times. I may have warned you this job can have some harsh moments. Today is that day. Quota for the day, a total of 6 humans have to die. At least 2 humans aged 35 or younger have to die. Any humans with a medical background have to die. Oh boy. Alright. So, we need to pick 2 to live. So, any medical backgrounds have to die, so you have to die. And I'm pretty sure you dying helps everybody out, so I don't feel too bad about that. Hairdresser, novelist, immunologist. Oh, this is... ooh. Well, we gotta listen to our boss. I mean, he's the one who makes the rules. He knows what's going on. So 4 of you people have to survive, so let's find 2 to live. She seems nice. You seem okay. Seem fine. I guess you're alright. Aw, you're nice. You can be one of the 2 that lives. Okay, you seem kind of unfortunate. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let you live. Which means everybody else has got to die. Sorry people, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Or the brim marks? Something like that. Also, I didn't actually check the ages. I should have done that. Whoops. Oh well, at worst it just means that our bonus or our pay is a little lower.
Psst. How do you live with yourself? Okay, technically you are not alive anymore. But maladies are ravaging the populace. Microbial forces having their way.
Well, there is a plague going on.
Yeah? Just stop letting everyone down. The only real sickness here is you.
I don't like you, Chimera.
Keep telling yourself that. You're probably powerless. Ain't anything you can do about it. Disease will spread until it engulfs all. Consider it a warning.
Mirror is really mean. I don't like you anymore, Mirror.
Ah, Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time.
Dad, the mirror's making fun of me. Make it stop.
Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day?
I guess it worked out.
Good, good. We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why.
Okay.
Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
The one little neat thing is that this is actually not set in stone. I don't know what determines it, but there's actually multiple things that can happen for the bad day. I don't know what they all are though, but this one, it seemed like an epidemic of some sort with what the phone said.
Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
And of course, fate won't tell us anything. I guess I did kill enough kids. Which is a really, really terrible thing to get out of context.
Meat ship of goods is at your service.
Fancy suit bow tie edition. That's more clothes, and we've already seen what the other two are. Sleep well, Mav. Back to work. A weird moaning money goes in the drawer, but first, I really love that you can flip it. I wish I knew who was supposed to be on the actual coin, though. Alright, let's see what's going on. University mourns as grim epidemic claims the life of promising students. Immunologist dead as epidemic hits hardest at those trained to combat it. Bad hair days increasing in frequency after death of local hairdresser. Beloved author publishes new novel titled The Dance Macabre. Says it could be their last. Okay, see if we can clean up the mess from yesterday. That might give you just the boost you need. Do not forget, you may leave troubles behind, but new ones always lie ahead. Order for the day. 2 humans have to die, but spare humans who seem helpful against the trouble. Okay, so what do we got? Brandy Falk. Which might be on the chopping block here. You are definitely on the chopping block. Because I feel sorry for you, but no. Okay, you are definitely on the chopping block. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. You gave gambling to kids. Getting there. Okay, you know what? You are also dying. You are the 2 that have to die, so everyone else gets to live, but you're the worst one. You get to live. You're kind of terrible, it could also be kind of good, so get to live, get to live. And I guess you get to live because you're not the most terrible person here. Though none of those humans seemed helpful against the troubles this time, Fate. Oh, hello. Mira wants to talk again.
That wasn't so good, was it? It's okay. We can figure it out, make it work. Crisp and clear like the azure pond at the forest glade.
I mean, I guess we can do it?
You were born for this. That's what fate keeps telling you, ain't it? It's like a surge in your spine. A faint echo of a perfect chord. It's very close, Grand Reaper. Be seeing you.
Okie dokie. That was completely confusing and very ominous.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
I guess we're okay.
Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval.
What?
Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct.
Okay.
I see the required profiles are all here. Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started.
Wait, about today.
Yes? What about today?
Did we actually do something?
Oh, absolutely. Things are already looking up.
Hope so.
Do not worry about it. Fixing the world is a slow process. So, keep at it. As long as you follow the rules, it will all get better.
Okay.
Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty.
Thank you.
So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise.
Sweet! More money!
We do what we can to provide for our spawns.
Woohoo! We're getting a raise!
Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation.
Sweet! Thanks, I guess.
Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow.
I like ice cream. Any easier?
Silly Grim. This was an evaluation period for a reason. Things will only get more severe.
Oh boy.
As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed.
Yay!
That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Hooray! We passed! Got money! See what Mortimer's got.
Need ye cures for ailments or a trinket to ward off a curse?
Mortimer's got... I'll keep saving. So that is the end of week 1. And I think that'll be enough for now. Next time we come back, we'll pick up at week 2. See you then.